Now say thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now, bump.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Curb Your Enthusiasm rendition by the Unsuitable Language Band.
Yeah.
Sounded the same. Sounded the same.
How you doing, Mark?
I didn't put the sound on. You couldn't hear any of that, could you?
No, I heard it.
Huh. I wonder how you could hear it. I didn't have it set up correctly. Share. Let's make it wide so we can see your Life is Hard Comedy. That is our website that we're going to be booking all of our shows that are coming up in the new year. We're going to be hitting the streets, doing comedy all over the country. We're going to be so popular. I'm going to start off every show with this joke. Hey everybody. Do you know that researchers say that girls without fathers in their lives give the best oral sex? I want to be a researcher. Every show.
Oh,
Every show is researcher jokes. Hey, did you know researchers say girls with asses like anal sex? I want to be a researcher.
You know, they say that girls with researchers say that girls with big vaginas like small penises.
I want to be a researcher.
I want to be a researcher.
We should be researchers.
I can get a couple guys together.
Small penises, thank God. Finally. That is a fetish, probably. Now, I don't want those big old things. I want Vienna sausage size. That's the kind of penis I want.
I
You
just
like
want
nuts?
a nub.
You want big nuts?
These nuts. Got him.
Last time I had anal sex. That was me.
You know, I'm kind of wondering what that joke
That was
was
me
about.
crying. That was me crying.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
You're thinking as a child.
no, I'm going in all sorts of different directions. I was like, wrong hole? I was like, what are you?
And they say his name is John.
Oh.
And his name is John C.
You can't
We've
see
hit
it.
a lot of sound effects already in this show.
Real quick, yeah. We're getting
Well,
out of it this morning.
Last week, I know a lot of you were sad to know that I kept John on too long and he couldn't place his bets for the NFL. And how'd that work out for you, John?
So I would have lost probably all those bets, and I won my later bets. So I guess it worked
So
out.
a little contemplation was good for you. A little contemplation.
Yeah. I was like, all right, I should have played opposite day.
Opposite. That's how I should always bet. You know, when I want advice on money stuff, I go to Joe Biden.
1.2 billion. So you go ahead and you stack spaghetti sauce at a store and in a supermarket. You control the guy or the woman who brings out the carts on a forklift. What happens?
What?
Forklift?
What happened?
Carts?
Maybe that's why he didn't get reelected. Maybe
is he only going to like grocery store openings, or is he just like? Oh, so that's how they pick him up.
As bad as he sounded, the guy they voted for is 10 times worse.
So much worse.
So much worse. That's what we're going to talk about a lot this week. But the big news of the week was the CEO that denied 33% of his claims. Had his claim denied, didn't he?
Yeah, he was murdered on in broad daylight.
Brian Thompson was shot, and New York Police Department theorizes he was shot with a veterinary gun. A veterinary gun. Honor the vets. That's what they say.
It's got to take someone who's got nothing to lose to shoot someone in broad daylight in New York City when there are cameras all around and people all around.
Yet he's still on the loose.
Yeah. You know what I thought was strange was, even though this guy's background, and don't get me wrong, I knew the police, investigate and everything. The amount of internet people trying to, I mean, they usually help out, but as the much vigor of them trying to help out, just simply because,
They're like, it's okay. I got denied. I wanted this
Right?
wart removed, and they said no.
Yeah.
So, fuck that CEO. That's what their attitude is, right?
That's what I would, I guess not. I guess, hey,
We can't go killing people because, well, because they're wrong. Killing doesn't make it right.
I agree. I was just the internet surprised me this time. Let me put it that way.
Oh, he's like a hero to a lot of people.
I saw a lot of messages saying that about all these different not necessarily reviews, but saying, hey, you denied my mom coverage, or you denied my wife coverage, or I'm still fighting for coverage for someone that's in stage 4 cancer, and just awful stuff.
Well, I think the problem, and Congress could have done, nothing's going to happen now because Trump is in charge now, and there's nothing good's going to happen for the American people in the next 4 years at least. That will actually help the American people. That's not going to happen now. You're fucked, America, because you put a madman in the White House. But the thing was, a lot of insurance companies, their first move is always to deny the claim. It seems like.
Yeah. And isn't that what he put on the bullets? Did he write something like that on the bullets?
Oh, it said deny,
defend,
and depose.
Yeah.
Yeah. So clearly, he at least wants us to think that he's somebody that was wrongfully handled by the insurance company. So, I mean, probably if you're a hitman, that'd be a good idea to do.
Well, and I mean, we kind of know that you have to have it, but it's still a scam,
Yeah.
So if they're denying 33% and it's people that are paying their payment, every week or every month, the job of the insurance company is you pay out.
But no, it's not. It's 1/3 of all claims denied. That's too high.
Right. And well,
the big thing they always hit us with the this is an experimental thing and we're not going to pay for it. That's what I always got, and we'd have to appeal it. I'll be honest. When we appealed, we usually won the appeal,
unless it costs like way more, though, right?
Well, fortunately, I've never been in a position where.
Yeah. Oh, did we just freeze up? Oh. Marv is frozen. So, hey, I guess it's just me here for a minute. So we got the Bears this weekend. All right. They're playing the 49ers. Hoping to keep it close because there's a new coach. Don't know how he's going to do. Like the new coach. But it's about the players. The players have to perform, and they're in San Francisco. So we'll see what happens. If you have Seattle this week, if you have any Seattle players on your fantasy football team, make sure you know that Zach Charbonnet or Charbonnet, he's starting. So make sure you have him in your lineup if you don't have him already in your lineup. And then we're going to go back to Marv.
talking about the veterinary gun. What were you saying? Do you remember? Any chance?
No, I don't, but I do know. Well, a 22, I mean, definitely do the job. But one guy was saying that the reason why he shot down had something to do with the way I don't know that the gun has that much of a pull.
You mean
to
shot
it,
down?
Too. So when he shot, I don't know if it was purposeful that he got him in the leg first.
You talking? Oh, it was me. I hit the button.
Oh.
The reason he shot down was what?
Had something to do with the way because there's something happened to the gun, like it jammed or something like that.
It
and
did?
He had to fix it.
All that happened in that short time frame?
Yeah, he said that something messed up with the gun, and he had to like adjust it or something.
Was it like this?
It was exactly like that. And then he felt. And what was weird is that one person was standing right there in that video. You saw the video, right?
Yeah, we can show it again we should show it probably, huh?
I don't know if we need to show it, but it's up to you. I mean, I think most people have seen it.
Well, we can analyze it if we show it. CO shot video. Let's show it. Bless you. Look how upset John gets. He starts sneezing at the thought of me showing this video.
I get allergic to violence. I'm allergic to violence.
This is Fox News, so it may or may not be a real video we show.
It may what?
It may show Joe Biden shooting him since it's Fox News.
This is the guy who did it. He could have done another 4 years if he was able to run away on that bike that quick.
Here we go. Is it showing?
Yeah. If
it ever loads.
Circle of loading.
Outside of Delhi, it says. Come on, circle of death, go. This camera captures a person of interest in killing the United Healthcare. Oh, just show him walking by. This is not the scene, is it? It's just him walking by.
He's a good heel-to-toe striker, though. He's got some sensible footwear on.
Are you saying he's gay, John? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I'm saying maybe he is a veterinarian. He could have stolen the gun, though.
Well, this is not the right video.
Well, that's just going over. So a little bit more about the CEO, right? You said that they denied 33% of applicant claims.
Yeah. This is the timeline they're going to show here. If this thing ever, my computer I must need to clean it or something. It's running so fucking slow.
So why do they deny just outright? Why not just?
It's a process. It's a procedure. They make you, the longer they hold on their money, the richer they get, right?
Well, yeah, I understand that. But I mean, isn't there going to be it's capitalism. Isn't going to be an insurance company that comes along unless there's like a secret agreement between all of them? There's going to be one that changes the model and says, hey, look, we will actually pay out and not like say no the first time and we'll investigate. But, it's not going to be how the other people do business.
There's the guy. Yeah, it was a dark backpack there.
So maybe he did switch.
See, that's a dark backpack in that picture.
So the question I had, though, why was he alone? Why not the shooter, but the
Look,
CEO.
in this picture, it's a light backpack.
Yeah.
It's a different backpack.
Yeah.
And we got to put up with the ad.
So they're certain he got on a bike and then he went to Central Park.
Yeah.
So if you look at the video of the coffee shop, where's the
This is
thing
him
pulled
walking.
down? Yeah.
He's walking
Light
past the
backpack.
parking lot. Here's the shooting.
Okay. So why is he walking by himself?
Brian Thompson?
Yeah.
Because he's a CEO, man. He does what he
No.
wants to do.
But usually these type of people at least have an assistant or a security guard or anything. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Walks up behind him. It did jam right there.
Yeah,
didn't
you
it?
see how it messed up?
Yeah. Pretty calm.
And he had to fix it.
Got on an electric bike heading north. They arrive and find Thompson on the sidewalk with a gunshot back ahead. He's taken to the hospital where he would later be pronounced dead.
You know, and maybe the police are doing this, but I would at the very least check videos from the last 6 months to a year. As long as this guy lived here, to see if anybody was going through there practicing this.
There he is going down the street, no backpack on.
He doesn't have a backpack?
Nope.
No. Okay. Don't you think this was he was able to do this like he had practiced it?
Deny, defend, and depose written on the bullets.
Yeah, so there's the backpack. So he's going to take all this off and he's going to put that in the backpack and throw the backpack away. And so here he is.
I thought
there's
that
no
was a
backpack.
woman when I saw that picture.
So there's no backpack.
You know what I really thought when this first happened? I was thinking Chad Zumach. I don't know about you.
What? No, I did not. I did not think Chad Zumach.
I was watching his podcast the other day. I'm actually, I've cut ties with him because of his awful things he's done to Patton Oswalt and that shit.
Uh-huh.
And if he knows you're mad at him, he will dedicate his podcast to making fun of you. Half his podcasts are making fun of Ray DeVito.
Oh, Ray. Well, I mean, you know,
That's half his podcast.
it is what it is. I'm not gonna. Again.
Don't you want to make it a podcast about us, John?
No, we're not interesting. Neither are they. I mean, it's just like, what are you doing? Hey, those guys. I mean,
Why pick on Ray DeVito? Why?
well, I don't care about that. You just have better things to do with your time than. I mean, there's other things to talk about.
He gets 3,000 views. So,
well, okay, maybe there's something to it. I don't know. Maybe
we need to pick on Joe Rogan.
I didn't
pick on Joe Rogan.
I honestly didn't think that. I wouldn't think that anybody would care about. You know what I mean? The inner workings of comedians and their sniping back and forth.
He's got a co-host that picks on him too.
Okay.
I sit there and
All
I'm
right.
like, I didn't even know. I figured his podcast was over and done, but it must.
I don't know. I haven't paid attention to
$100. He's got a guy. He's well, you know how Chad lies. So I mean, you don't know what's true. In my opinion, he lies all the time. So. So you don't know what's real or not with Chad. He lives in an alternate reality. Like he used to say, he was in New York when everybody knew he was staying in his apartment in Cleveland. So
the only thing I do know is that I think the last time I heard he had relocated to Tampa, but that's the last thing. Like I haven't heard.
Last thing I heard from him,
but I haven't paid attention, to be honest.
I did watch his podcast the other night. I don't even know how I got on it. But last thing I actually heard from him was he's trying to decide whether or not he should leave for the hurricane or not. So he stayed, and he goes, "I should have left." I'm thinking, why the
Oh.
fuck would you stay? What? You don't have any family there, and it's just shit you can replace.
I don't know. Maybe he wanted to do live podcasts during the hurricane. That probably
He
got some
tried.
numbers.
Yeah, his phone, everything
Oh, did
died.
he? Okay.
I don't know what kind of cell reception you get during hurricanes, but
Be tough, wouldn't it?
it might be.
Could you see him? Could you see him getting an antenna and trying to like work it or something, or see, you know what I mean?
Oh, I could see that.
Maybe get up on top of there, and I mean, no, that would be that would
I
be
would
good
watch Chad
podcast.
Zumach's podcast to see that.
If he went out on the roof with an antenna and was trying to get like Ben Franklin's signal with the internet, I would watch that. That would be,
He was he was excited to see that Bill Squire lost his job. So I'm like,
I want to
"God."
get back to Joe Biden pardoning Hunter Biden. That's what I
Okay,
wanna
yeah,
get
let's
back
do that. Let's talk about that. I think it was he should, because Hunter Biden was being charged with shit that nobody else would be charged. People are charged, but they don't go to jail for it.
So you're okay with him pardoning Hunter?
Yeah, because the stuff that they were putting him in jail for was bullshit. No one gets charged with that signing the gun document while you were high. People do it every fucking day, and they get caught, and there's no charges brought.
So the only way they proved that was by Hunter going under oath, right?
I don't think that they proved it. They just
He
the
just
jury
made the
found
deal,
that he
right?
was high because he had gone to rehab after that. So why would you go to rehab and not be addicted? You know what I mean?
So wait, he directly after he bought the gun, he went directly to rehab?
It was pretty close.
Like,
Remember,
he bought the gun,
the
and then he
gun.
went directly to
He didn't
rehab.
use the gun. He never used it. His girlfriend took the gun and threw it in a dumpster.
Well, it's not like maybe he was, who knows? But I doubt that he was high like all the time. He could have been sober for that like
Well,
10 minutes.
no, that's the thing. If you are addicted, it says, are you addicted to drugs on it or alcohol? And if you say no, then you're committed a crime. So a lot of motherfuckers with guns are lying about that shit every fucking day.
Yeah, but maybe he up until he bought the gun, maybe he didn't think he was addicted yet.
Well, I mean, he had the gun for what?
Shit, I really
He
got
had it
problems.
for 5 days, and his girlfriend threw it in a dumpster.
But he was never desperate for money for drugs, right?
I don't know.
Well, if he
broke
was,
for
he
a
wouldn't have
while.
bought the gun.
He was broke for a while.
But he wouldn't have had enough money to buy the gun. He'd rather buy drugs than the gun, right?
Yeah, probably. But the other thing he was charged with was he owed taxes, which he paid back. A lot of taxes, no doubt. But when you pay the taxes, you don't go to jail.
Yeah.
And he paid the taxes, and they were going to put him in jail for that anyways.
Marv, we all
Just
knew
because he was Hunter Biden.
This was political theater. That's it.
Yeah, it was because he was Hunter Biden. That's the only reason. And Joe was right. That's the only reason he was going to prison, because he was his son.
Yeah, and because
So pardon him. And don't and bullshit about, oh, it makes it okay. Trump had already pardoned so many crazy motherfuckers. Fuck that, saying that this is equivalency. That Trump can now pardon the January 6ers because Joe Biden pardoned Hunter.
he was going to anyway.
He was going to do it anyway. Yeah, it's no fucking. Trump's going to do whatever. Trump's going to Trump. That's what. He's a fucking madman. He's a psycho. He's going to fuck up the country so bad that he's going to become a dictator. And all you motherfuckers have voted for him, you're going to make us all suffer for your ignorance and stupidity. That's my opinion.
Start taking out your pockets. Remember, that's the new Trump symbol. Is if you take out your pockets, that's going to be the new Trump economy, because you're going to be broke.
Yep. He's putting a guy in charge of the IRS. By the way, the guy who's in there is supposed to keep the job. The guy that Trump hired is supposed to keep the job till 27, and he's doing a great job. By all accounts, he's collecting all kinds of money from billionaires who've cheated the system. So he's done a great job. And billionaires who are all sucking on Trump's teat, they don't want that shit happening.
Probably billionaire liberals that voted for Democrats, right? Not billionaires.
Well, they were, some of them said to be liberals, but now they're Trumpies because they're going to make, Elon Musk will save $30 billion because of what Trump is doing on taxes. Because he owes that much. He don't fucking pay taxes.
Well, the next couple years is really going to show how much the American people pay attention to anything that's going to be happening. B, how much they feel it and how quickly they feel it. And C, whether or not this is two parts, whether or not they're going to do anything about it or whether or not they're going to have the power to do anything about it.
Yeah, Trump is firing the guy that's running the IRS. He's going to bring in a guy that used to be a congressman, what do you call it? Auctioneer, Bobby
Jindal?
Bobby something, fucking
No,
nutbag.
different Bobby.
Oh, here he
Bobby.
picks IRS chief would lead an agency that he tried to close the IRS before. He wants to get rid of the IRS and charge a straight sales tax of 23%, which is only going to hurt poor people. It's not going to hurt rich people. But Billy Long, his name is Billy Long. He's a fucking idiot. This Billy Long. He's never said a coherent thing in his life. But what he's done since he got out of Congress, he's been helping billionaires cheat the tax system by using the COVID stuff. He's been using the COVID tax breaks for rich people and committing fraud. He's committing fraud, basically, which is great because Trump loves fraud.
Yeah, I mean, like we said before, the floodgates are open. The government's open for business. Ready to take bribes and.
You want to become ambassadors? Give me $1 million.
Yeah, if you're a foreign national and you want your country to get funds or anything special, have at it.
Give me some money. Give Donald Trump money. Fucking Bezos and Musk. How rich you gotta fucking be, you fucking cocksuckers?
Well, you got to remember, if they think that the planet is dying and they're trying to leave, they need all the funds they can get.
Yeah. Well, they're killing the planet, so fuck them.
Because they got to start mining on these other planets, and they got to figure out how to do it so they can secure their lifestyle if there isn't a quality of life on Earth that they want. So how much money do you need to preserve your life for infinity, which is kind of what it seems like that they're angling for, is eternal life.
I hope they all die in their fucking rockets.
They probably won't make it, but they're going to do their best to make our lives as shitty as possible.
Well, they go up, but they don't go up into the real space. They go up into that first layer that you can get out of easy enough.
No, not yet.
Like basically they're taking a big flight.
They should do a meme with all the billionaires, and whenever they start taxing everybody and they're not paying their share, and they're like, hey, man, rocket fuel's expensive. You got to feel bad for us.
If this guy gets confirmed as Billy Long, you can expect longer wait times, more complicated process, free reign for the rich and powerful to continue rigging the system. I mean, it's going to be fucking horrible for the rest of us. But Trump doesn't give a fuck about us.
So did you see at all what's going on in South Korea?
It's a mess. Why did he declare martial law?
Yeah, I didn't understand what happened. It was quick. It was like he declared it, and then I don't know if it was rescinded.
I'm going to ask Dr. Oz. I'm going to talk to Dr. Oz about it because he's going to be in the cabinet. He should.
What is Dr. Oz on the cabinet? Did they say?
He's going to be in charge of health or something. I don't know.
Oh, Health and Human Services?
No, the FDA. I think that's what it is.
Oh.
Okay. South Korean martial law fallout deepens. Prosecutors close in on President ex-defense ministers. Why did he declare martial law?
So that's another way they're going to be able to line their pockets is through the FDA. So they're all going to invest in these experimental drugs or whatever drugs that they think that will work.
The South Korea president survived an impeachment vote.
Okay.
That was yesterday. Why did he do it?
Well, because he thought he was going to get impeached and be taken out of power.
That's like South Korea really and you know Macron's in trouble in France. Their government has failed.
Yeah, there was something going on. I didn't get to see all that. And then what was going on was it Syria that there was an attack on the
Oh, yeah, on Assad, which is a good thing, right? The people have risen up against that piece of shit. Oh, come on. Where's the story? Why did he? I'll put in why he did.
I don't know. Did you see I don't know when it might have been from a couple of weeks ago. It might have been months ago. I'm not sure. Where Bolton was talking about, or they were talking about regime change in places. And Bolton was like, deposing a government's a lot harder than you think.
Trump did it pretty easy.
He was like, I'm speaking from experience.
He went on live TV. If you expect to impose martial law, last time did the same was nearly a century ago. They have vivid memory of this. It's supposed to be why he did it. It's not why.
And don't get me wrong, I believe Bolton that he's, but I mean, it's just like.
Oh, he declared martial law because he thought they were pro-North Korean and anti-state forces trying to destabilize the country. He thought the North Koreans had gotten into the government.
Or was he using that as an excuse?
He said that the opposing party of his opposition party were blocking his policies and even tried to impeach some of his appointees, showing clearly they were being influenced by the North Koreans.
Huh.
The opposition party dominates parliament. So that's why he declared martial law. He thought North Korea had gotten its hooks into the government.
Yeah, I'm not that well versed in Korean politics to know whether or not this guy's, doing a Trump and just, kind of making it up. Or it's actually.
France, all these governments are failing. Yesterday, we just sent as much as we could of the money that we have already apportioned for Ukraine. We sent them a whole bunch of weapons yesterday. They're trying to get all that money spent and get it to Ukraine before Trump takes office.
Okay, so he took care of his son. He's taking care of Ukraine. Is he doing anything before he gets out for everybody else?
Biden?
Yeah.
They were looking at pardoning all the people that Trump has threatened. They were looking at it.
Okay, those are people in the government. I'm talking about the actual American,
though, not just government, prosecutors from all over the country. Anyone that did anything to get Trump, they're looking at pardoning.
Can you pre-pardon someone?
Yeah.
But what crimes could they, if there's,
you remember when Jimmy Carter pardoned everyone that for draft dodging, didn't know their names? Basically just shuts down any investigations in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but in the end, he can still do whatever he wants. So whether or not that they pardon them for that crime or older crimes, he can just bring up new.
Well, you have to make it up, though, and he probably couldn't.
Yeah, and he will. I mean,
but there won't be any there. I mean, we still have courts. I don't know if he gets rid of the courts, we're fucked. But
I mean, it just seems like it seems more of like a grandstanding exercise than something that's based in.
Many Democrats are calling for Biden to pardon Trump. Have you seen that?
Pardon him for what? I thought he wasn't
going
to.
No, they're
for
not
what?
Dismissed.
Leniency?
They're dismissed, but not with prejudice. They're dismissed without prejudice. In other words, they could bring them up again.
Okay. So
again, they want Biden to throw the fig leaf out there to Trump saying, look, we pardon you. But that won't work with Trump.
So that they can get a leniency that they're going to lick his boots right at the end.
Yeah,
Are they trying to say?
They're saying they want to turn the page and move forward. That's why they want to do it.
Yeah, but all that makes it look like is that it was all what Trump said it was. That it was all none of what he did was crimes at all.
Yeah, he did this. He did the fucking crimes. That's why he's
so, I mean, what the fuck what are we talking
It
about?
wasn't political persecution. It's he's a fucking criminal.
So then that's them once again, spineless Democrats doing what they do.
Here's the thing: if you give him a pardon and he accepts it, he admitted he committed a crime. If you accept the pardon,
it doesn't matter. All these things is paperwork.
Yeah, right.
That's all it really is. In the end, he's going to do whatever he wants. Especially if he puts whoever he wants. If he put it, no, it's not going to be Matt Gaetz. But I'm surprised he still didn't try to ram that.
Matt Gaetz will get a job. He's getting a job.
Oh, sure, he's going to be a special advisor.
It won't be. Yeah, he'll get something. He's not out. There's no way he's out. He's just out of a cabinet spot. But there's lots of jobs he can have, or he could put him in as a special. What do you call him? Recess appointment. As soon as Congress goes on break, he can put anybody in.
We need to start looking at what has happened.
Assad's dead, huh?
Oh, he is.
Let's see. The end of Assad. Let me read it.
Is that breaking news or something?
Syrians poured in the streets echoing with celebratory gunfire on Sunday after a stunning rebel advance reached the capital, putting an end to Assad's family's 50 years of iron rule. Syrians poured in the streets. Joyful crowds gathered in the square in Damascus, waving the Syrian revolutionary flag in scenes that recall the early days of the Arab Spring. That was 14 years ago, the Arab Spring. Remember that?
Yeah.
They ransacked the presidential palace and residence after President Bashir Assad and other top officials vanished. Their whereabouts are they split. They think they might be in Russia. Assad's out. One dictator down. A new one will move in, I'm sure.
Yeah. Underneath the Trump regime, is that what until people finally revolt?
Maybe Trump will appoint somebody because
Trump
he's
Kingdom?
been doing that shit. He'll appoint somebody that hates Syrians because that's the kind of shit Trump's doing. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Like you said, like John Bolton said, overthrowing a country's hard.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if we were behind that or we were supplying weapons or who was supplying them with weapons and anything, because they had to be getting them from someplace.
Well, that's what happened with Hillary Clinton. She was, when that embassy got attacked, because we were getting weapons from Al Qaeda to send to the Syrians fighters, and that's not what exactly happened. According to the guy who wrote the book Zero Footprint, we were using Al Qaeda to supply weapons to the Syrians, but in our fervor, one of our CIA agents from the Black Ops grabbed one of the Al Qaeda's leader's nephews and was torturing him, and that's why they attacked that embassy. It was a rogue CIA agent caused it all, because we were working with Al Qaeda at that time.
Well, wait. What year was this?
Enemy of my enemy kind of thing. Obama was president, so she was Secretary of State.
So we were fighting Al Qaeda while we were working with Al Qaeda?
It's after we fought them. We weren't fighting them anymore.
What
happened is Al Qaeda is not this one thing. Al Qaeda is a bunch of different
I know there's
groups.
a bunch of different branches. Al Qaeda.
She was tasked with getting weapons for the Syrians. She was supposed to get weapons for the Syrians. Her first option was to go to warlords in that country that she was in to get weapons, but the warlords were just too sketchy. She couldn't trust them. So she made a deal with Al Qaeda, because Al Qaeda, at least
Not sketchy at all.
not as sketchy, more trustworthy, and they made deals. You know, they make deals. They're
Yeah,
always making
I
deals with
know.
our enemies.
Transformers and Decepticons, I get
And
it.
they were getting the weapons to the Syrians, but then somebody went in and kidnapped one of the Al Qaeda leader's nephews and was torturing him. So they sent in their people to attack the embassy, and that's when that ambassador died and all that shit happened that they blamed Hillary for,
So it just takes one guy.
because it was a black site too. It wasn't just an embassy;
Yeah.
it was also a black site, a CIA black site. You know, there's so many lies with the government, and maybe they're justified for what they do, or maybe they're not, because I don't understand all that. But it
You
certainly
know,
was some lies. There certainly was some
I
lies and
understand.
deceptions.
I understand having clandestine operations all over the, all over the world. I get that, because the other countries do the same to us. And have similar operations all the time. I understand that. But at the same time, it's just like it's like a big shit stick. You know what I mean? It, depending on whether or not, on what end of the stick that you're having to work with or deal with at the time, because you have to, you force yourselves working with people that, they propel, they want to hold up the flag and say, great American heroes and that, and all this stuff. But we're willing to work with whoever, and it's not always for the best of that country interests. It's usually for interests that's not even in our own interests. It's whatever personal interests that are happening either in the White House or whoever the gatekeepers are above those people. And that's
some people want to make money from something.
But that's how they make money.
A lot.
Yeah, or it's aligned or whatever.
When they do all those shows about those guys that were killed in that embassy thing, those guys weren't American soldiers. They used to be, but they became mercenaries.
But think about it now. In all those operations, now you're going to have Elon Musk standing right next to the president during these sensitive operations. And you're going to have the president there too, it's also unfortunate.
Yeah, so, I mean, Musk is the eyes and ears for all the. He's the guy running the satellites that all the armies are using. So,
do we know? Because Trump talked about this a lot. Do we know what generals and what his ability is to hire and fire generals, or he doesn't have that capacity, or how does that work? He's got the capacity to hire and fire generals. So, I mean, what will
I don't know if he can kick them out of the service, but he can kick them out of the roles that they're in. That's for sure.
Right.
And he can charge them with court martials. He said he's going to court martial Milley and those other guys. Anybody that spoke out against him. Anybody that didn't do exactly as he said first time, he said he's court martial them. They're retired, but he's going to make them unretire, because you can get called back into the service when you're a general, and he's going to court martial them. That's what he's already said he's going to do.
Huh.
It's like what he did to that FBI agent that he wanted to get. He fired him a day before he became eligible for retirement. Remember? I mean, Trump is petty as fuck.
Yeah. So if we start seeing these things the first day, then we know what we're in for.
Yeah, he's a petty piece of shit, and these people voted for him. You're morons, and you're going to find out I'm telling you the truth, and you're going to hate me for it. But you're also going to know it's true. You put in the worst person in the world to be president of the United States, and we're all going to suffer.
They don't think so. They think that they're, okay. I mean, I don't know. It's another one of those things where they think it's going to affect someone else, but not them until it does.
Hey, he fucked up the world last time he was in, so I don't know what they're expecting.
That's the worst part. It would be different if there was like no example of how bad he did the first time, but there's a perfect example of how it went last time.
Frankly, I had the best economy ever seen in the world. No one ever had an economy.
Convince them otherwise.
It just
He
lies.
convinced them otherwise and still
He
said
just lied.
crazy
It's
shit.
great. 7th out of the last 11 presidents, but mine was the better. Even though it was 7th, it was the best. They're fucking idiots.
Even if anybody did just a Google search of Donald Trump's last term and saw the highlights, they'd been, whoa, fuck.
50 stores. America's burning to the ground. He's attacking protesters who have a legal right to be there with tear gas, wanting the military to attack Americans, separating children from their mothers, and he's doing it again. It's all about the cruelty with Donald Trump. It's all about the torture.
So I think, again, we need to start giving every show, we need to give a new tip on how to survive the Trump presidency. Ways to safeguard yourself.
That's a good idea.
So do you have a tip of the day to safeguard ourselves, or the week to safeguard ourselves from Trump? And
Every time someone says Trump's doing a good job, you can just That lady, by the way, lost all. Everybody invested in that lady's Doge coins or Haktua coins. They all lost their money.
I mean, how much were they?
Yeah, boy.
I don't know. I know if you'd have bought fucking Bitcoin at 15 cents, we'd all be so rich right now. It'd be unbelievable.
Yeah.
It was 15 cents, John. 15 cents, and we didn't buy any. I didn't
Is
even
that
know
what it started out at?
Yeah.
What year was that?
It's been 20 years, right?
I don't know. I don't know how long Bitcoin's been around.
I don't either, but
well, there was a time where I didn't really have the.
If we can go back in time, John.
If we could, but then you'd have to figure out how to
take 50, 60 bucks. $50 you could have bought 7 times 300 or 400 Bitcoins. And they're worth $100,000 each now. That's a lot of money, John.
I say you just mine your own, Marv.
I don't understand that at all.
You need a lot of electricity.
And his name is John C.
All right, we're going to wrap it up. It's an hour.
So did you have a tip for him? What can we do? How do we survive Trump Kingdom?
You better buy your shit before he comes in office. That's the first tip. If there's something you want to buy, you better get it before he puts
bought.
Before he gets the tariffs on everything.
Because you're going to pay 23% higher, right?
Or maybe we should go to Canada, buy land while it's Canadian. It's going to become American land, apparently. It's going to be part of the 51st state. That's the balls of this guy. He tells the president of Canada, we're going to make your country the 51st state. What a fuck.
So we're going to go to war with Canada?
Yes. Why are we doing tariffs against them? They didn't do anything wrong to us.
He does know that they have a military too, right?
Well, they couldn't put a credible fight up against. We're the most powerful country in the world.
I know that they wouldn't be, but still, it's not like.
I mean, we wouldn't just walk in, but we could do whatever the fuck we want. That's for sure.
No. It would just be like a treaty. They'd give us he'd want flannel shirts and.
Hey, I'm wearing a flannel. My wife bought me flannel shirts for my surgery because they're easy to put on and take off.
Okay, Canadian tuxedos.
I got them real big. All right, that's my advice. Buy some shit now because
anything you need to buy it now, huh?
January 20th. People are saying don't buy a car yet, though.
Why is that?
The car thing is going to tank, and they're going to be stuck with all kinds of cars. And car prices are going to just keep dropping. They're dropping right now. Right now, there's a glut of cars on all the car lots. So, you bought your car maybe just at the end of the high prices, maybe. Did you get a good deal?
We got Subaru, so it was a fixed price.
Oh, okay.
So we tried to avoid the
the
all
high
that.
markups. They were like
Yeah,
cars are marked up 25% over their value for a long time.
yeah.
Like we're looking at cars. We're going to get a used one though. We think we're going to get an Acura MDX because a used one, 50, 60,000 miles on it probably.
Okay.
They're around 20, 23, 24. My wife wants a big car. I don't know why.
A big car?
I think a Subaru Forester would be perfect personally.
Oh,
What'd
like
you get?
ours?
You get a Forester?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be the
Well,
or a
we have
Mazda. A Mazda CX-50 is getting all the hype right now. They say it's the best car out there right now.
we got the Sport, but there is the Outback that's a little bit bigger.
Oh, the Outback is not a Forester though.
No, it's not a Forester. It's bigger than the Forester.
Wagon. It's like a station wagon, right?
Yeah, yeah.
She doesn't like that. Here's my wife. I don't like it. Don't even look at it.
I mean, aren't they all station wagons though? Isn't like the big minivan kind of like a station wagon too?
Yeah, you got me.
There's more seats in it. I mean,
You got me. You know why it's because
Do you suffer from a lack of a father figure? Do you have clinical depression? Have you ever accidentally broken your mom's favorite coffee cup, and when she found out you did it, she tied you to a bed and spanked you with a metal spatula? If you said yes to any of these things, I don't care. And to keep it a bean, no one cares.
no one cares, John.
how come comedians never talk about researchers that study, guys with strange fetishes and stuff, like 45, you know what I mean? I don't hear that joke very often.
Because I want to be a researcher. That's
right.
Researchers say some men like women with large breasts. I should be a researcher. I like women with large breasts.
I'll write down everything.
You should
I'll take
you should
notes.
see my Facebook page. All those Japanese girls that dance to that stupid that song they do. You ever seen it?
No, huh?
That's all it's on my feed. I don't go, what is that? I don't get to dance.
Japanese
the
girls
ball games.
dancing?
You've never seen it?
I don't think so.
I have to show. I got it. It'll show up on my feed in like a second. Because every time I see one, I go, I'll watch.
I don't avoid Japanese girls, but are they clothed?
It's like the cheerleaders. Yeah. Oh yeah, they're dressed. Here we go.
Disappointed now, but
well, of course now
women
it's not
are
going to
like
show up.
Women or girls?
I revealed my fetish, and it's not going to show up, huh? Remember that comedian at the
Japanese
Cleveland Comedy
cheerleaders?
Festival? He told a joke is like, do you think those women in the porn are gonna? You think I'm gonna do what those women in the porn do? And the guy goes, "Don't be ridiculous, honey. You're not even Asian."
A guy at the festival told that joke?
Yeah.
What was his name?
I don't remember names.
Oh, that's okay.
All right. Of course I can't. Oh, here we go. And none of them none of these Japanese ladies are going to do that dance. This is a woman at a pool. Well, that's not it.
A couple months ago.
Come on.
I have a friend.
Excuse me? What you're changing? Did you?
Not finding it. Of course. When you want to find it, it's not going to be there.
Kiss or
So all you
I can't believe this.
Needs one.
Maybe.
Every day I see this shit.
All right, we'll save that for next time as a teaser.
Oh, here it is. Here's one. All right.
Oh, you got it?
I think so.
Is this AI?
They're not doing the dance. They're cheerleaders.
Okay. And they're Korean?
They didn't do the dance. That's not the dance either. That's not the dance.
Excuse me, can you?
Okay.
Come on.
Girls.
I think we're just looking
Come
at your
on.
feet.
This is fucking ridiculous.
guys.
Decisions.
You know, Bill Barunki's showing up on my feed a lot.
Oh, yeah?
That's not the dance either. Are these big on the screen?
Yeah, they're small, but it's all right. You'll see it.
I can't fucking believe this.
Excuse me.
Never had an
It's a weird collection of videos.
Excuse me.
I can't fucking believe this. I will come on Facebook and there's 10 in a row of these.
What's up? Damn it, you.
It's a dance they do with their thumbs. They go. Dee, dee, dee.
Excuse me.
It's just crazy. I can't believe it.
Okay.
Come on. It's not going to happen.
If you want to hit the golf ball farther, do.
I don't believe this. That's not it.
Would you get?
So are you smart? Excuse me. Do you know how to get to?
He's that.
Do you want to? The.
Damn it. I can't believe this. Be the man Filipinos fantasize about, John. Green
I
card.
mean,
Green card is that man.
is that what it is?
There's Chris Paul.
All right.
All right. I wasted your time.
So, real quick though, how can we use the Trump presidency to our benefit?
You can buy stock in the companies that are going to make a lot of money while he's president. Did you see
Okay.
this thing going on?
No.
The Great Canadian Comedy Festival, and you can try out for it by going to the crackpots and try out. But then a lot of people are saying it's being run by some guy who's not even an open micer in Canada, and it's going to be a big, huge fire festival. Remember how that worked out for everybody?
Yeah.
They think it's not necessarily a scam, but a lot of people think he's going to be just so incompetent. It's going to be a horrible time. I can't believe I cannot find one of those sports women dancing. Not one fucking one. That's unbelievable to me.
It's all right. Find it for next week. Have it saved, and then we'll
I'm
play
not going to do that.
it.
That's work.
You're like, there's no way that's happening.
I can't fucking believe this. It's every feed I hit. It's that stupid dance that I see him doing.
Well, not now.
I'm like, is this thing on my algorithm? I'm always going to have this forever.
Can we create our own scheme that will play into Elon
Well,
Musk
on TikTok right now, you've got to do
narcissism?
his thing is set for you to see nothing but right-wing nut shit
Okay.
on TikTok.
So what? Yeah, what I'm saying is we got to figure out our own scheme in order to take advantage of their narcissism. You know,
Yeah.
take advantage of who they are, and give them something that they really want and crave, but they can't quite achieve. Like for Elon Musk, he wants people to laugh at what he says.
Right. Yeah, he's a what do you call it? A nerd.
I don't know, but he wants to be funny. He wants to be the funny guy.
Yeah, he's not funny at all.
She did.
There's hope for us, John. There's an old man that's blowing up on Twitter.
An old man
on comedy. You're not even old yet. Bill Squire.
So
I can't fucking believe I can't see this stupid dance.
that is where you.
All right, Camilla.
Well,
Who's
this would be a weird 10-minute video watch with music on, just these random clips every few seconds of seeing this weird and random shit.
You have.
New development.
Excuse me. Can you rap at all?
Which one of you worms am I humiliating first?
Goddess Elena.
Adam, I thought you said she was a dungeonist.
I'm a dungeonist.
You're probably
Are you in what's this called? Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah. I mean, hey.
Okay, then I
Except for the paint part, I'd be into it.
I do.
Dungeon Mistress, but
You deserve it. Again,
not
what
into
you
paint.
Big mistake. As soon as you cross
I've
the
had to
border.
go over that several times.
Oops.
I went skate.
Come on, give me the dance.
You do have a lot of Asians on your feed.
I think I just thought everybody did.
No, they think you really like Asian ladies.
I did a show for female empowerment, but that was the theme.
Hey, there must be something in your algorithm.
This girl's gonna blow up,
them
and she's
about
not
the
that
show.
funny, but she's okay. They laugh at everything she says.
They were just like, here's some women. Right? And everyone was there for dinner. They wanted food. And then these bitches just came out and started talking, right?
That's nothing funny there.
This is for female empowerment, but I'm pretty sure everyone left hating women after. I did a show.
Why is this so difficult?
Why is that? That's not even fucking funny. If I was at that show, I'd be going, that was terrible.
Let's start with the new.
And she's crushing,
What's
man.
next? So,
Jenny.
Yeah, I think Marv, this
I can't
algorithm.
fucking believe this.
I don't have. I mean, there's some cat stuff because I interested.
You have no Asians on yours?
Not this many. And well, I mean, you got a lot of brown stuff in there, so it's all like they know what you want. Apparently, you're really into Asian girls. They're like, look, maybe there's a lot of 60-year-old guys out there that were in Vietnam and they're still into Asians, and they're just flooding them with you. Maybe they think you're a type.
I'm on the birth control.
Hey, babe.
Yeah.
Would you still love me if I had a buzz cut?
Yeah.
Aww. Would you still love me if I had one leg?
I'd even call you Eileen.
Would you still love me if I was a tapeworm? And I just lived in your stomach and you fed me all day with the food you're digesting?
I guess so.
Would you love me if I was a depressed banana?
This is one of the best sandwiches in Ohio. It's the chicken.
I don't know what happened.
People sitting
I don't know, but apparently.
Now here's what I watch. I love track.
Wait, is there a video of Asians doing track? Because that's right up your alley. Here's an Asian high school team doing track. Go, Mark. Click, double click.
She beat me in the half mile. That was faster than my time.
With women in the workplace.
So she's fast. All right. Let's get out of here. Where are you at? I can't find you now. All right, here we are.
Over here.
I'm back. All right, I wasted 15 minutes on that bullshit, and I never found one of those women doing that stupid dance. It's baseball.
But we know your fetish now.
That's not my fetish.
The internet thinks so.
Research is my fetish.
Project Pegasus is.
I like to do research.
Yeah.
All right, let's get out of here.
You're gonna do some of that special tourism, huh, Marv?
Oh, the cat lady got arrested and put in jail this week.
Cat lady? Taylor Smith?
Lady was eating the cat.
Lady was feeding the cat? Feeding the cat?
Yeah, a lady in Canton, Ohio, ate a cat, and she stomped its head and started eating it in front of people. And they sentenced her to prison.
Well, good. And that's a long way to go for attention.
They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs.
Now say thank you very much.
They're eating people's pets. Make me president, and you fuckheads did.
Thank you. Now,
You fuckheads voted for me. You're so fucking dumb. All right. Out.
Good night, Marv.
60's in the books.
All right.
Au revoir.